Hi, I'm Brittany Lathrop with Agency on Aging Area 4's Health Promotion Program. Agency on Aging and Rebuilding Together Sacramento have partnered to create a series of fall prevention awareness videos. We will begin this video series with a fall prevention overview and demonstration on how to safely get up from a fall.
Hi, I'm Marna Gillieri. I'm an occupational therapist and a certified aging in place specialist. I have spent more than 20 years working in clinical practice and completed doctoral research to better understand key factors that contribute to healthy aging. I am the owner of Home Today Consulting Services. My company helps people to make changes to their lifestyle or in their home to promote health and wellness. One of my biggest clients is Rebuilding Together Sacramento, and I have been asked to help the Agency on Aging for Area 4 and Brittany to develop this video.
Did you know that 1 out of 4 people over the age of 65 fall each year, and that the majority of falls happen at home? However, most falls are preventable, and raising awareness how to overcome concerns about falling both mentally and physically can help you limit fall risk. So, as we gear up for 2023 Fall Prevention Awareness Week, which starts September 18th through the 22nd, Agency on Aging Area 4 and Rebuilding Together Sacramento will be offering a Fall Prevention Awareness video series to highlight fall prevention and home safety.
So viewers might be wondering, why focus on falling if the goal is to prevent falls? It may seem counterintuitive, but the best way to prevent falls is to get comfortable with the possibility of falling. By preparing yourself both mentally and physically for the experience of a fall, you can train your brain and body to react in ways that can prevent the fall from occurring or minimize the amount of injury sustained from a fall.
So, before we discuss what someone should do if they're falling, should we overview a few tips for preventing falls in the first place?
Yes, Brittany, that is a great idea. To keep things simple and straightforward, let me share 4 main tips for preventing falls. First, select footwear that is comfortable and safe. Too many people sacrifice safety for comfort. Find a shoe that gives you both. My favorites include Skechers, Clarks, Easy Spirit, and Merrell. Here are 2 shoes I brought. I really like this one from Clarks. It's summer. A lot of people like to wear flip-flops, but this one is really great because it's got heel support. You want to look for a shoe that is lightweight, easy to take off and put on, and provides heel support and has a nice flexible sole. Also, number 2, have your vision checked annually. Many people fall because they do not see a wet floor or a curled edge of a throw rug. It's important to have your vision checked regularly because visual acuity may change over time, and you might need to get glasses or a stronger prescription. Number 3, light it up. Make sure you have ample lighting in every room of your home. Touch motion activated lights work well and will be discussed in greater detail in a future video. Yeah. Number 4, stay active. The more you do, the less you fall. There's a misconception that by limiting your activity, you minimize your risk of falls, when the truth is the exact opposite. Walk with a friend. Stand in front of a chair and march in place. Enroll in a chair yoga program, or join a pickleball group. Pick a level of activity that is right for you.
Thanks, Marna. Okay, are you ready to show our viewers some strategies for how to fall?
Yes, absolutely.
Great. In just a moment, Marna is going to demonstrate the technique for falling forward and backwards.
Oh, before we do that, let me talk a little bit about the 3 directions in which people fall: forwards, backwards, and sideways. Falling forward is preferred because people are in a better position to put their arms and their hands out to soften the impact and to protect the upper body and head. Falling backwards is less favorable than falling forwards. However, people can throw their hands backward to slow the fall and curl up into a ball and do their best to land square on their backside, and the potential for injury can be minimized. The least preferred option is falling sideways. Sideways falls are responsible for 90% of all hip fractures, and it can cause the most serious damage. This is because the lateral angle of the fall exposes the hip bone. It can also expose, if you have a straight arm, your wrist and your shoulder, and you can break bones here as well. So now I'm going to get ready to show you how to fall forwards. However, before doing so, I would like to show you this disclaimer because I don't necessarily want everyone trying this at home. Okay, here's how to fall forward with the least risk of injury. First, if you have any personal items in your hands, throw them down. Fixing a fractured bone is going to cost more money, time, and effort than fixing your cell phone. Next, get loose. Keep your fingers, your wrists, your elbows, and shoulders bent. This way you absorb the force of the fall better. If you land with straight arms, there is a greater force and more of a chance of a fracture to your wrist or your shoulder. Keeping your elbows bent and your fingers spread wide, and with one arm on each side of your face, slap the ground as your body nears the floor. Some people bend their knees and may land on all fours with the knees falling to the ground a split second behind the top part of their body. This may involve injury to the knees, but it is better than sustaining a hip fracture or a head injury. If you didn't have your knees under you and fall onto your stomach, the lower half of you likely will come to the ground and the full force will be spread throughout your body, so the injury to the lower half is often minimal. If you lose your balance and feel yourself falling backwards, if possible, try to turn 180 degrees to fall forwards instead. So you're losing your balance backwards, go like this. If that is not possible and you sense you are going to fall down on your backside, curl yourself into a ball with the spine curving outwards so you will roll when you land. This helps to protect the head and provide a softer landing. Also, just like falling forwards, keep your body as loose as possible. In addition, drop any items you are holding and reach down rather than up and place your arms back. Keep your elbow loose and your fingers spread out at each side to cushion your fall. Here's what it looks like.
Stay calm and try not to get up until you've performed a body scan. I suggest starting with your feet and moving up your body. So wiggle your toes, ankles. If you're on your back, place feet flat on the ground with your knees bent. Lift your hips. Rotate the arms and the shoulder joint. Move the elbows, forearms, wrists, hands. Turn head side to side. If all feels okay, roll to your side. If you have a cell phone in a pocket, hanging on your body, or you're wearing a personal emergency response system, activate it to summon help. If you feel safe and comfortable doing so, roll onto all fours and crawl to a sturdy chair. Use the arms of the chair to slowly stand, straightening one knee at a time.
So let's say you have bad knees and you have difficulty rolling onto your side or crawling on all fours. Another option is to scoot on your bottom. What you want to do is keep your hands close to your sides so you have better leverage. And then you scoot. And scoot yourself across the room to a sturdy chair. It takes a lot of energy and leverage to hoist yourself up onto your bottom. So this is where you will have to turn over onto one side. Pick the less injured knee and roll forward. Coming up onto one knee and then bring yourself up onto the chair.
I would like to remind viewers that we're not suggesting that you try these strategies at home, but rather visualize these maneuvers to be more prepared mentally for a fall.
So as Brittany mentioned, we're not encouraging you to practice the actual falls, but rather to do a mental rehearsal so that you're mentally prepared if a fall were to happen. There are, however, some physical exercises that you can do to help you get ready so that you have flexibility and better balance if a fall were to occur. So, for one thing, you could fall onto a bed. That might be nice and comfortable. It's a little higher up, it's a little softer. You could get used to doing the hand slap. Another thing you could do with a chair that's solid with arms, you could do two different things. One way of building up upper body strength is to do some nice slow chair push-ups, going up and down. These are ones that are really great for strengthening your body. You can also do heel lifts in front of a chair because ankle flexibility is really important to fall prevention. Another one that I really like is standing in front of a chair, and as you get comfortable with coming down and up from the floor, you could practice this as well. Older adults sometimes lose their ability to get down on the floor. If you can keep the ability to be going up and down from the floor, that will really help you if you are going to have a fall and need to get yourself back up.
Thank you for joining us for our demonstration video on how to get up from a fall. Continue the video series for information on how to prevent falls in your home.
The series will include detailed information of home safety room by room in your house. Thank you so much for watching.